I'm going to elaborate more on the Transact card and my experience with the Z Store. Now, this is no hate to the person who commented this. This is just simply kind of what I wanted to respond to in terms of why I said the things I said. Because as someone who actually bought the card to purchase the card to use the Z-Bucks, because that was the selling point for me. I may have not wanted to work in the business side of it, but I did want to be a consumer and see what I could get out of the Z-Bucks because it does sound like a good idea. But once I logged in and saw what I actually could redeem, I was given incorrect information and the incorrect information was being advertised. That's where I have a problem. The biggest thing that kind of chaps my cheeks about this whole situation is Transact isn't brand new. This isn't a brand new company that just started up and came out of the ground last week. It has been in production, talked about. You can find things going back all the way to the beginning of 2023 about this card. So it's not a new idea. It wasn't something that just came up overnight. Because in all honesty, a company of that size should have a dedicated team to making sure the Z Store is 100% ready for launch, meaning it's its biggest selling point. Like I said, I know it did deliver some products, but I mean, with how much they advertised and how much you actually were given, it was a letdown. Like, I don't need a fidget spinner necklace and I don't need an electric bike or an overpriced blanket that is still $100 after I use Z-Bucks or a really expensive water bottle. Overall, the website just seems like it was thrown together last minute. I would have much rather than push this launch date one more month where people could actually get real things that were really good for Christmas and for people in their lives. Don't really get me started on the fact that there's grammatical errors when it comes to the categories. Like, they literally have the word sandal instead of sandals when they have it there. And like, there's more options on golf drivers and gloves and shoes than there is on anything else. There's over 120 pairs of golf gloves that you can buy from, but only like 2 things women can buy for shirts, like 1 backpack. And like $100 polo shirts that are still $88. At the end of the day, I think it's fair to say that this was kind of a letdown for the launch in terms of what the Z Store was and the Z Travel was, just because of issues with advertising, issues with the products that were available, and just overall appearance of the website in terms of spelling and categories. This is all just my opinion on what I think of the website as someone who was excited to get to the Z Store. And I just think it's okay that we can hold companies to a higher standard, especially when it comes to something that's going to be holding our money. This will probably be my last video talking about the Transact card, and I want to go back to just promoting digital marketing because digital marketing is what's making me money, and I want to continue to use that as my driving force behind this TikTok account, not reviewing a bank.